my God, in control. I'm super excited.
I am too. It's our first. You do it.
It is our first. They called it a rubber match. Is that actually like a...
You've never heard this either?
Look, I am the most...
What did you do in high school?
Listen, in control, all I did was play StarCraft and Counter-Strike. And also, most people don't know this, but I am not only the whitest person, but also the most uncultured person. Someone will be like...
So the whitest.
Someone will be like, Husky, what's your favorite sushi? And I'll be like, I don't eat sushi.
Is sushi a Kia car?
Yes.
What is that?
How much is it? So, anyways, this is the first official, I call them ace matches, which is apparently incorrect. It's a rubber match, which means we are on the final game between these two players. And also, I'm going to blame myself for this, even though we, whatever. Let's start the players' nameplates because they are awesome. They deserve all the nameplate FaceTime we can get them. There's Rain, and apparently in control, he's pretty good.
Yeah.
At this game.
His win percentages are, well, let's put it, if those were grades, my parents would have been pretty happy.
Yeah.
Pretty damn happy.
Especially with that D.
D's get degrees?
Yeah, that's a good one. I have heard that before.
No, okay, all kidding aside, those are incredibly high percentages.
Ridiculous, no.
Especially considering he is the man. He plays against the best of the best. He's in the ace match in Pro League. He only does battle with other Koreans. The guy just tears it up. On the flip side, there's Jjakji, still impressive numbers. Versus Protoss, 88%. Wow. I did not know that. I don't know where that came from.
No, that's actually ridiculous. If that's accurate, that is...
Total record, 79-34. And he beat Dong Regu in Winter Season Showdowns. That's how he actually got here. So I apologize, sir, for not having watched you. And actually looking at this picture this close to my face, I feel like I'm apologizing to him, but I feel like it's owed.
I feel like he will actually shoot laser beams out of his eyes.
He could eliminate Rain, dude.
He could, no, after looking at that Protoss score, that is ridiculous. And you can see the GSL Code S winner right there.
The hard part for Jjakji here is which cheese does he do now? He's used up so many of them.
Well, and they both have cheesed.
Yeah, 1-1-1.
I mean, yeah, 1-on-1 versus maybe hidden DT tech, something like that. That's going to be my prediction here. There is Akalon Wastes. Now, this is kind of a weird map, I feel like. It is a Blizzard map. And we should definitely introduce our players up in the top left side.
She wants your picture right now. Can you please stop casting? And
can we just stop working? And
we're casting MLG. Not now, but I mean, I answered it for you. I helped you out.
No, to be fair, it doesn't look like we're casting.
No, it looks like we're just hanging out.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, let's introduce our players up in the top left side. SKT Telecom, that's how you say it. It is going to be Rain.
T1.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to say.
I'm actually not. You know what? I actually take back immediately what I just said. Because I have not gotten the other guy's name right once. So what am I doing correcting you?
You can give me the death eyes. It's fine.
Yeah,
I'm MLG's punching bag. It's
I think
great.
it's actually SKT T1 is the other part too. So I think.
So am I still messing it up?
Well, I did too. Is the point? I think we're both messing it up.
Dude, wow. All right, this is your turn. Don't mess this up. In control.
Really? You want me to do the whole thing? In the lower right-hand side, the blue Terran tied up with his big-time monster foe Rain. It is no.
I think it's NS.
NS Hoso Jjakji, which is Korean for jeans.
Really?
No, I don't know. It might be, but it's probably not.
You should, yeah.
There's just a lot.
You should be the translator on stage.
Yeah, I feel. Oh, I could do that.
Those.
Smix and that other guy don't know what they're doing. That would actually be an awesome troll. They're like, Hershne, I can't do Korean, says something, and then I turn to the other guy and says, he thinks you're a punk, and he feels like he's going to eat you for lunch.
Like we're going to force them. We're going to force them not to say the like candid answers, where it's like, I'm going to play better, show better games, I miss microed. We're going to be like, no, he says he's going to slap you in the booth.
But he was confused with how bad you were. Actually, remember, who was the player that thought he was playing a computer? Was that J-Dong that was in WCG or whatever it was like, yeah, I thought I was playing the computer. That was weird.
That is the best.
All right, getting in the game here a little bit. We do have a double gas opening, but you'll notice no probes on gas.
What?
You know why? He scouted out a command center first, so he says, well, I don't want to expand after you. Pulls the probes off the gas, bites the bullet on the slightly later Nexus, but...
And then expands after.
Yes. Accelerates it.
All right, now he does have the double probes in each of those geysers now. That is very deliberate. He's not accidentally doing that, as it is going to help time out his build exactly where he wants it. He wants the Cyber Core right now. The probe going to be scouting around the main base. We also have the barracks going on. a second barracks here. So what does this mean for Jjakji? What's he going to follow this up with after 2 racks?
Well, it's kind of interesting. He's taken 0 gas, so I feel like a fast third command center. 2 barracks is enough to hold off some kind of weird aggression. There's another SV going on here. He must just be checking for proxy.
Or
anyways.
Is he going to No, there's nothing to proxy.
Yeah, he can. I mean, maybe he proxies a command center, but that would be a really weird spot to do it because we get spotted easily. I would not hide a command center on here unless you're going to do it on the right side of the map. But here we go. That's...
Yep, just
it's another barracks. Okay, so it'll be like well, there you go. 3 barracks gas. I was actually going to predict 4 barracks gas because you can get a lot of Marines out with that. And with this wide ramp leading into the natural, we see some Terran players, go for that Marine shove that was pretty common in Wings of Liberty. Keen kind of made it famous for going around the tower, showing up with 20 Marines, and just winning games. The thing is, on this map, and really just against Protoss and Heart of the Swarm, Photon Overcharge makes that a little bit silly. Also recall. And time stop.
Wow, this SCV surviving for way too long. Finally gets taken out there by the Mothership Cores. It does remember that it can shoot. Do you remember when the Mothership Core used to shoot balls? That was like so less gratifying.
It was definitely, yeah. It was not good.
Did not enjoy that. The Nexus over here for
Remember
Rain.
when it moved 2 miles per hour?
Yeah. Does it move faster than that now?
Oh yeah, it's way faster.
Oh.
It used to be terribly slow. It was really, but it did more damage.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. I do remember that. All right, so we do have a tech lab going to be going on here. So is this going to be for Marauders, Stim, Combat Shields? What's up?
Combat Shield's the defensive one. Stim's the aggressive. I mean, you can use Stim for aggression, but for defense, but you typically see it for aggression. So we'll see here. It's 100. Boom, Stim. I figure Jjakji to be more of a Stim kind of man at this time. He's if he were a dog, he'd be like a Pomeranian, but one of those Pomeranians that doesn't know it's a Pomeranian, thinks it's a pit bull.
Right.
Go right after you. That's Stim for him. He's an aggressive guy.
Similar to
that
horses.
Crowd, what is happening over there?
Well, I mean, it is Rhett versus Flash, let's be honest.
But there's like ooh, ooh, ooh cheers, and there's booing, and there's interesting stuff. It feels like a football game. But sorry, guys, I'm a little bit distracted. Here's the Rain opening, by the way. 3 Gateway Robo, 2 Observers, Robotic Space, single Forge, gets armor. That's what he does. This is his PvT. So again, if you're at home, get the VODs from MLG, watch this, and make this your PvT if you're a Protoss player.
Indeed. We do have the Marines right now hanging out there on the ramp. Of course, Stimpack takes 1.5 million years. He's got 100 in-game seconds here.
Seriously.
I don't know.
You know what actually might be happening? I don't want to start rumors, but I feel like they're booing every time they see a medevac. All right, that's probably not the case, though.
You should definitely keep saying stuff like that, though.
All right, guess
the
what?
The fan here is booing every time Sean says Flash is good.
Look at this. Factory at the natural. No 4th gas. 1 engineering bay. Where do you think you've seen this before?
Where?
The game before this. It's going to be
that was a long
bio,
time ago.
medevacs, like 4 Vikings. He's going to drag his SCVs, and he's going to all in on it. And I swear on Sundance. I swear on Adam. I swear on Robert Olong. If it works again, I'm going to be pissed. I'm not going to quit because it's too likely that it could happen, and then I don't want to quit. I need the job.
I thought you meant quit StarCraft. I was saying, you're really putting it out there.
I'm just not going to quit anything. Yeah, that was way too sacred. I'd lose an arm before that. Well, Flash wins game 1. Little update for you guys, 1-0. But of course, you're watching this series. This is the infinitely cooler one.
Yeah, man, we got Northwest Pride up in here. We do have the Rock's going to get taken out here. And the Observer gets taken out as well. I got to say, Jjakji's been all over spawning those Observers.
Yeah.
All along the way. We do have double medevac now on the way. And remember...
He's taking a 3rd. We're okay.
Cool. I would just say that between the 10 and 15-minute mark is when we've seen drops really chew these Protoss apart. Although Rain has done the best job by far of spotting them, is going to hallucinate a Phoenix right there. They move quick. Usually don't fool your opponent, though, because who would get a Phoenix at this point when you're going for Colossus with range? What is that?
Just look at the map vision, man. Hallucinate Phoenix going out there, as you were pointing out, probe scouting, pylons in places where drops would go, Observer already in a spot.
Yeah, Rain sees almost everything.
Drops would travel. This guy is playing on fire. He even spots the 3rd, so he knows he's not getting...
Oh, we got an engagement here at the center. Force Field's buying some time, but the concave there was nice.
Yeah.
Medevac's going to be out of energy, though, after healing that. But double Colossus, and he didn't lose the Colossus. That's the important part. Doesn't even lose the Zealot on the high ground there, so retaining his units very well. Needs to make sure in this upcoming engagement he continues to do that. The factory right there, you're probably not going to kill it, but man, is it annoying.
It is. It can absorb a lot of shots there. Medevac's loaded up for the drop. He has been doing a great job of counteracting that map vision that we just got done praising.
See how his army split up.
He does.
This.
I don't
he
like
spots
it.
with the pylon.
I don't like. I mean, yeah, spotting is fantastic, but okay, now he's got 4 stalkers in the main. I do like that. I didn't like the 2 because you can't take out a medevac with that. And
right.
If I see 2 stalkers, I'm like, okay, well, I'll just go drop and pick up and leave. I'm not worried about losing.
Zealot counterattack over here at the third base. Nothing home except for the SCVs, which that's a rude awakening there. Do not open your door to Zealots.
But hold that thought. Like, yes, those SCVs are in trouble, but there's actually a double drop going down inside the main. That's the one that has an army there to receive it at the natural. This is the one that's getting smashed to smithereens. Medevac being targeted down. Photon overcharge queues up. Targeting down the other medevac. That 2 goes down. 2 medevacs down.
Wow.
4 medevacs down. Both of the drops get cleaned up.
Jjakji gets more SCVs over here at the natural. They're transferred over there from, I guess, just being built. One Colossus is going to fall with the last Marine and Marauder taking it out. The Photon overcharge there, a little bit of overkill.
And now in the middle of the map, some more units looking to die here as well. They can't take that on. I don't know what they're thinking.
Ooh, Marine gets plastered right there, and looks like even this orbital command was in threat of getting taken out by these Zealots. Yeah. That's when you know a counterattack is good. He's going to kill off the factory here, which, you know, this is still relatively early in the game. At some point, he is going to have to rebuild that. But
Marine's in a great position. You had pointed out that Zealot counterattack. I mean, I just figured the SCVs would pull back, no big deal, but they stayed there. That was like 12 SCVs that went down really needlessly. I think Jjakji out multitasked himself. And this observer spotting the army sees no medevacs as 4 did go down in those drops. This army shoving forward from Rain, it might be unstoppable.
Oh, the SCVs pulled off the line, so we're going to have to see, can he nail those force fields this time? He has a lot of energy here, a lot of energy. They're almost maxed out, actually, so he's got quite a few force fields ready to go. Guardian Shield as well. The trap has been set. Is it big enough, though, to take down Rain the Bear?
You know what? That observer right there gets MVP, because how many times does a Protoss get a huge advantage?
Right.
Fights in the open field where force fields, even with lots of energy, don't do enough. The SVs, the Marauders, the Marines, they pull in, they smash the army, and there's no recovering for Protoss. But because of that observer, because of Rain's commitment to map vision, he sees the trap, doesn't fall for it, pulls back, and is now enjoying a 14 supply advantage, and he's building on it.
And because of our wonderful dedicated observer, you get to see all that happen.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know, we actually do have dedicated observers here, which is actually sick, by the way.
Yeah.
Definitely ups the value of the tournament, at least from a spectator standpoint. We do right now have the third base on the way for our Protoss player. Remember, he did delay the worker count, but didn't delay the expansion itself. And the Stalker's actually blinking forward there, trying to take out some of those Vikings. One of them is very low. Might actually get a shot off. Does he go for it? Will most likely blink away now that that's finally done. Oh, there it goes.
Yeah, he had to die. Put out of his misery. Rain now enjoying a third base. Equal bases with the Terran play. That's never a good spot. Well, I mean, it's kind of standard, but the timing of the third and how they got saturated is not good for the Terran player. Usually you want to have that third for a solid minute to 2 before the Protoss. We have Templar coming out to join the Colossus. That is a lot of AoE. 3 Colossus is a bit of a magic number. It's enough so that you have to make a lot of Vikings. But it's not so much they can just focus them down.
Blink on the high ground, but oh no, may have overextended himself here with those Stalkers, not realizing what the Storm's going to be scaring that army away. Oh man, that was such a tense moment here for both players. If he stayed in the Storm too long, that army's gone. If he left those Stalkers there without the Storm, then that army is gone. So both these players here still playing very, very cautious. But looking at Jjakji's unit composition, does he have what he needs here?
No, he's got the Ghost Academy complete, but for some reason he's not building any ghosts themselves. In fact, rebuilding his factory, so that perhaps he can have access to a second starport to do more building of medevacs, but also Vikings to deal with those Colossus. Second forge being added here. Again, this is kind of a mirror image of Rain's build from the previous games when things went the distance. He loves the single forge into 3 Colossus double forge Templar build.
That's a big drop moving out to the north. Well, hopefully the observer is going to spot it there. He does back up immediately. And that's when you know you're a good player there, is if you actually spot it. Wasn't able to one-shot it there. Remember, you need 150 energy there to actually be able to one-shot those medevacs. But, of course, a lot less healing is always good as well. And the army on the low ground here has no vision of the high ground. Could Storm here, though. If he's not paying attention right here, that could be it for that army. He is going to be able to take down one of these Colossus. It does look like the drop up here is going to land, but Colossus with extended thermal land is going to make short work of that. Even the cannon here are going to be helping out. More units going to be reinforcing here. Rain looking to be in phenomenal shape, even though he loses the Colossus, albeit barely. That's the second Colossus that's died to the last unit there. But to just look at the supplies.
Look at Jjakji's army. He's got like 15 Marines and some Vikings. That's it. I mean, the rest of it's dead. No longer can you just drop a Protoss main without there being an answer. As long as there's cannons in place, Templar, and then the Photon Overcharge, that's going to hold off whatever comes out of those medevacs. Absolutely. That Photon Overcharge is so good at defending for that. But this army showing up here, it doesn't have a lot of Stalkers. It doesn't need a lot of Stalkers. Really, these Colossus are living on borrowed time, but it's those charge lot Templar that I would be looking at and worried.
Oh, he could have force fielded all those SCVs. I think at this point, though, oh, is he going to get a couple shots off the Colossus? Yes, he is. Some free kills there. He might actually just go for the kill overall. Those SCVs right now are a non-issue. The main thing is can he deal with the army? Jjakji overextends there. He actually attacked the rocks. That's why you have to kill those. Keeping him in the storm for just a second longer, always painful to see, but the EMPs could be huge on the ramp. Nice. Coming up. The storms are much bigger, though, as he's going to be crushing through this. The Colossus remains. So many kills on these Colossus, but does he have enough to continue pushing forward? It looks like he does. More reinforcements now on the way as the pylon has been established. And GG as Rain able to stop the momentum there. You can see just how relieved he looks after that. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, tip of the hat to Jjakji, because I think if a lot of people looked at this on paper, they say, well, Rain 3-0s him and moves on easily.
Right.
And after going up 2-0, I think we agreed with him. But then it was 2-2, and Jjakji had a little bit of momentum, just kind of sneaking out some wins and definitely playing, I don't want to say above his station, but certainly building an upset. Him winning would have been an upset. But Rain in that last game got back to his rock-solid form and put him down. Really nice play. And again, it felt like instructional play. It wasn't like blink micro out of your mind. It was just map vision, good decisions, good force fields, right composition, and strong play.
Absolutely. Rain showing his stuff. Is showing us, though, that he can be defeated, although Jjakji is top-notch player. And we saw his win rate versus Protoss. So I'm kind of curious to see, once we have the most updated bracket and all that, who is he going to be facing coming up? I know that Red versus Flash is still going on. I think it's actually on game number 2, which that series is probably going to be pretty sick.
I think he plays Innovation.
Does he?
Yes. Rain Innovation should be that next match. And that's going to be tomorrow. We're finishing out round of 16 today, but that's round of 8, so.
I'm glad you're on top of it.
A little bit.
I just like looking. I gotta be honest. Like, part of my favorite thing about watching a tournament is just going online and looking at the brackets and being like, all right,
that looks cool.
That looks awesome. I don't know some of these names because especially if there's an open bracket or something crazy, there's a lot of people. But I love looking at those brackets. So either way, I think that's gonna be it for us momentarily.
Parting Sen, and I'll be casting with Axotoss.
There we go.
The voice from above just told us.
Right into our ears. So maybe I'm taking a break here for just a moment. So guys, don't go anywhere unless it's over to the red stream. That's okay. We don't get offended by that. But you should go watch me on YouTube. I'm Husky StarCraft. And doesn't EG, don't they have a like my EG
net on YouTube? We just put our a video we made for one of our sponsors on there that some people find funny. You should check that out. Follow me on Twitter, EG incontrol. He's Husky StarCraft.
Husky StarCraft.
You can do that kind of stuff. We'd appreciate it. Otherwise, thank you for watching, because you're awesome.
And you're handsome, so...
or pretty.
Or delicious, whatever. We are going to go ahead and take a quick break. When we come back, the stuff we already talked about. I'm Husky.
And I'm in control. Thank you, guys.